Take a breath. You're safe here. You're listening to Soul Medicine with Dawn Stilwell. This is where I tell the truth, speak blessings, and say the things we all feel, but don't always have words for. If you're healing, questioning, becoming, you're not alone. Let's begin. I've lived a few lifetimes already. I've been the church girl, the good wife, the fixer, the one who kept it all together. I've run businesses, raised children, walked through grief, faced betrayal, and reinvented myself more times than I can count. And through all of it, I kept asking the same question. What's still sacred when the structure falls apart? That's what led me here. I used to think I had to be strong all the time, to carry it all, to smile through it, to show up clean and shiny and wise. And the truth is, I got tired, not just physically, but soul tired. Somewhere along the way, I started asking, what if I don't have to be strong in the way they taught me? What if strength looks more like softness, more like surrender, more like finally telling the truth about what hurts? Soul medicine was born out of that place, a place where we're allowed to unravel and still be holy, where we can name the ache, not just slap a blessing over it, where our voice doesn't have to be pretty to be powerful. So if you're in that space, the space of questioning, of unbecoming, of holding on by a thread, I want you to know you're not alone. Your tenderness is not a liability. It's a compass. Your sensitivity is not weakness. It's sacred information. And your healing isn't a straight line. It's a spiral, a cycle, and probably a holy mess. You don't need to be fixed. You just need space to remember who you are. That's what this space is. That's what soul medicine will always be. Sometimes the bravest thing you can do is admit you're exhausted. Admit you're not okay. Not because you're giving up, but because you're finally giving yourself permission to stop pretending. For years, I wore strength like armor. I got things done. I carried others. I smiled through heartbreak. I managed the room, the mood, the mess. But it came at a cost. I disappeared inside my own performance. It took breaking open to realize my softness was never the enemy. It was the truth I was afraid to show. And yet the more I honored it, the more I healed. Slowly, tenderly, imperfectly. I had to make a choice. Keep pretending to be invincible or start being real. Real felt terrifying, but it also felt like relief. So I began again, not with a new plan, but with a new presence. And in that beginning, this offering was born. If this is your first time listening, I want you to know Soul Medicine isn't a self-help podcast. It isn't a place to get answers. It's a place to feel seen, to hear something true, to sit in the gentle, sacred remembering of who you were before the world told you who to be. And some days that remembering will sound like a blessing. Other days it'll sound like a holy rant, or a whisper, or a laugh in the middle of the ache. That's why this matters, because we need places to fall apart without being told to pull ourselves together. We need mirrors that don't distort us, spaces that bless us, voices that don't try to fix us. None of us need more pressure. What we need, what you need, is more permission. So here's one for today. You are allowed to rest. You're allowed to not know. You're allowed to begin again, softly. Let's be honest, most of us were taught that beginnings have to be bold, loud, announced with certainty and momentum. But I think beginnings are usually quieter than that. They happen in the small moments, in the soft, in the long exhale after a season of holding your breath. This episode, it's a beginning, a soft one, an honest one, maybe even a holy one. And the beautiful thing about soft beginnings is that they don't require you to be ready. They just ask you to be willing. So, if you're here and you don't have a plan yet, but something inside you whispered, yes, that's enough. In fact, it's more than enough. Everything. Before we close, I want to leave you with a blessing. May your softness become your sanctuary. May your pauses be powerful. May your new beginning be wrapped in rest, not pressure. And may you remember over again, you are not too much. You are made for muchness. This is your space now too. Come as you are, and welcome home. Thanks for listening to Soul Medicine. If this blessed you, share it with someone else who's becoming. And if you need more truth spoken gently, come find me at iamdawnstilwell.ca. Until next time, keep remembering who you are.